Hello everyone, my name is Dynasty Chappelle. I am a sophomore. I am from East Hartford, Connecticut. I remember from when I was about 8 years old and I didn't know math. I was really bad at it and I just couldn't get it for the life of me. I remember one summer I went to my aunt's house in New York and she's like, okay, well, you need to do your summer homework. And I'm like, well, I'm struggling with math. And when she took me to camp, she saw that I was really bad. So she asked me if I knew my addition, my subtraction, my division, and my multiplication. All I know was addition and subtraction. Mind you, I was going into to middle school, and it was like really bad because I should have known my multiplication and division when I went to middle school. I cried and cried to her and I expressed how much my elementary school never taught me multiplication or I didn't get it. And she's like, well, this is not a problem. We're not about to make this a problem. We're not going to cry over it. So she stopped me right there and she said, we're going to make you learn your multiplication and division before you leave back to Connecticut. She started making a song with me. She started making me learn all my timetables in a song. And I knew my first timetables, my second, third, and I stopped at fourth. She made me start from fourth all the way until, infinity, And she made me learn my timetable. She made a song. She did it with me. Every day she made me add another number. Every day she made me learn a different multiplication, and she made me learn. She learned with me. She learned how to teach somebody, and she also learned how to to remember her timetables because, she's a little older. I felt a relief when I went back home. I went back home feeling like I was on top of the world. Like, I can't believe I just made a song with my aunt. It's not like she made it for me. I made it, but she was there with me. I loved her so much for this. And I just can't believe that I taught myself this. And then fast forward into high school, math was my strong suit. I find myself teaching others. I remember in geometry class, everybody's like looking at the teacher like, oh my God, how do you do this, Miss Griffin? How do you do this? And I'm like, Miss, can you teach me one time? She wrote it out and she showed me how to get it. And I learned, the way I learn, I visually learn. So I look at it and then I teach myself how to do it. And I'm like, well, if I can get it that way and it's the same answer and I try it out for different questions and it's coming out the same answer as hers, then I know how to do it. So I start teaching them my own way. This is how you do it from 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's clicking in their head like, wow, like Dynasty, like I know it now. And from that point on, I knew that I wanted to teach. I knew that I could make a difference in somebody's life by making them learn and making them want to know how I got it or how I struggle with it, but I'm on top. Everybody hates math, and that's a fact, but I learned to love it. Everybody's going to hate one thing, one point in their life, but they're going to, grow to love it. Life is tough, but math is like one of the strong suits. You have to learn to do the equation going step by step, and that's just how life is. If you don't learn how to do math, it's going to be very hard for you to start doing other things. And that's why I want to teach. I want to teach to change life. I want to teach math in particular because I want to be that African American woman. And up north and down south, teaching math to younger people, making them want to learn it, making them want to go in them higher education jobs, making them want to teach like me, making them want to make a difference like I am. And that's why I want to be a math teacher. Thank you.